So in this lesson, we're going to start to pick up and manipulate some of our objects. So hopefully you've got everything going in your game. You're teleporting on the mats here. You've added another set of hands, different set of hands. You can move around. And again, if you had a problem, I actually put a working project up so that you could download it and you would be at least this far. So let's get started. So the thing I did is I went to my assets. Let's do it. Down here, course library, prefabs, objects, and then sports. So assets, course library, prefabs, objects, and then to sports. And I brought a tennis ball in. You can bring in any ball you want to. And we'll probably bring a couple things in the next lesson. I think I brought an apple in also. So I got that from the different directory though. But I brought my tennis ball in, drug it in here. It's probably going to be in the floor, so you're going to have to use the arrow to, let me get a different view here. The arrow just to raise it up if it's in the floor. So let's go back. Okay, so on the tennis ball, I wanted to add something to it so that I can pick it up. So while you're clicked on the tennis ball, you're going to go over to your inspector and you're going to go down to Add Component and type XR Grab Interactable right there. As soon as you start typing XRGR, it'll come up. When you click on that, not only is it going to give you this command, but it's also going to give you a rigid body. And of course, if we want to interact with an object and have it also interact with the world around us, it needs to have a body, right? It needs to have gravity and some of the same qualities we would have. Now, because this is a tennis ball and we'd like it to bounce, well, it's up to you. But I went to my sphere collider, again, where you clicked on the tennis ball, sphere collider, and I added physics bounce, the first one here. I don't know why I don't know if they're expanded enough to see them. But this is, I think, high bounce, medium, and low. So, or you could find a different material if you want, but those are the ones I chose because they're the ones that came with it. So I've got my ball on my table. It's got a rigid body and it's got the ability for me to grab it in my game. And then this will sort of be up to you. Let's take a look at a couple of different ones. So if you want your hand to, well, let's take a look at a couple of different options here so I'll show you what I'm talking about. So if I do my left controller, put the hover, put the white ray on it, and then hit G. You can see the hand disappears when I grab a hold of it. And that's sort of up to you if you want to have that happen or not. In the video, they said, they like it that way, but, it's up to you. We'll look at the other one now, too, so it really doesn't matter to me. And then I think it's just Shift G and then it drops. So on my right hand, I don't have that. So if I take my left and sort of move it out of the way and then take my right, click on that tennis ball, hit G. Yeah, to me that looks okay, right? I don't have any problem with it. Looks fine to me. But, sort of up to you if you want to have it or not. Maybe it's in there okay. I think it looks all right. But up to you. And then if you have the hand, it's going to drop out right away. And let's take a look at our ball. Um, let's use the right hand. So again, hold shift and get our left ones a little out of the way, and then hold space. Also, T and Y work. T and Y work. So if I hit G, keep holding G, and then let's sort of get down here and look a little bit. And then let go. I don't see that my ball bounced. Did I grab the ball or did I grab the apple maybe? Let's try it again. And let's get our apple a little bit out of the way. It looks like it's in there anyway. Okay, let's make sure I grab the ball and not the apple this time. So again, shift, we'll move this thing down. And then spacebar, get the ball. I think I got the apple last time. And let's sort of look down a little bit. On the ground. And let's hit, there we go. Now we're bouncing. So it shouldn't take you too long to get these set up, and you can start bringing in some other objects and decide if you want physics on them or not, so we can start picking them up. I don't know that I can throw with the XR simulator. I'm going to try, but you can if you have an Oculus headset or probably HTC Vive and you have your controllers. We can throw, so we'll look at that this week also. Of course, if you don't have a headset, you're not liable for it, but if you have a headset, you might want to set it up and use your controllers and see if you can throw it and what happens with it. So, sort of short lesson, but let's get everything set up. And again, my right hand controller still has anchor control and doesn't hide controller on select. My left one, I removed anchor control and I clicked hide on selector on select. And then of course for my tennis ball, I added the XR grab interactable, and you can add that to any object you want to start grabbing now. And then because it's a ball, I put some physics material on there. You can probably find some other material if you bring it to the game if you want. But of course the apple, I don't have it. The apple will just fall down. Anyway, get that done. Let me know if you have any questions.